Guys, it's Chris, your senior, back from CNH Small Engine again. I'm making another informative video. We finally got the Lawnboy ready to go, and I got the other machine here, the Sears Craftsman, that was having the hard starting problems, ready to go as well too. So I'm going to fire them both up, and you can see how they both run as they should whenever they actually have the thing repaired properly. This one right here, it's a 1987 Lawnboy with the F Series engine. It's the 8243, so it's an 87 model. It's not the E model on the end, but some of them have an E model at the end where I think it's an optional accessory or something like that on our cord. So let me fire this one up here for you. Great right there. You got great compression, something like that, or still got about 100, I think about 110, 115. The ports look relatively clean. I basically need the gas tank replaced, new air box replaced. The old one had a crack on top of where it has the two posts with the railing on top of it on there. That thing needed replaced. Needed engine tune-up as well too. The carburetor needed to be cleaned out as well too. New fuel line, new primer bulb. I should say new primer line. I should say this one has the choke on the side by the carburetor, so that thing had to be replaced as well too. Even though I don't personally recommend using chokes, because you got your choke right here up on the handle, so it's a new point putting it down on the actual carburetor if you don't really need it on there for that. We did an engine tune-up, sharpened the blade up, ports look clean, everything else looks okay. These gas tanks are not cheap. This one was about about 150 bucks online for a new old stock one. The guy up in Wisconsin had a bunch of used inventory that he had, so I ordered from him, and it was about 150 bucks plus shipping and handling and tax and installation for that one specific part right there for that. The other machine over here is the Sears. It's the Easy Walk one right here. This one had to had the engine tuned up. It had to have a new thermostat put into the exhaust side of the machine under the exhaust side, because it has an automatic choke in that exhaust stop. It's called a vane. It's supposed to move open and close freely. This one wasn't working as it should on there for that. We had to replace two gaskets on it as well too. We had to clean out the entire fuel system, carburetor, rebuild everything on her, do the engine tune-up as I mentioned before. It also needed a new gas cap, because the old gas cap was not venting on there, and that all had a problem, because you get the fuel going down in the tank and new atmospheric ventilation for it. It'll basically stop the gasoline solid right there for that. So we fire this one up on here as well too. This is the one I also had to put in the updated, it was the updated choke vane in the carburetor, because the original one, since this was a 2000, what's it at here? 2009. The 2009 ones, if you look on the carburetors in there, they have a, the choke vane is not complete whenever your vane goes and shut the carburetor's throat off on there. The 2000, I think 2010, 2011, 2012, 13, 14 ones have a newer revised one that actually closed off the entire choke throat right there for it. So whenever it starts, it has a lot better starting right there for that. So if anybody ever runs into that problem, I recommend putting in the revised choke vane, or let's say plate in the carburetor, as opposed to the older one. The older one only parts it chokes it off by about 60%, where the newer updated one chokes it off by 90-95%. So it's going to be a better charge of gasoline going into the engine when it starts up out of port. So we fire this one up. It should only take me 1 2. right now. That's how it should start up, and you should always test the machines, I'd say at least 15-20 minutes after you get done cleaning them up and servicing them, because if you give it a customer back right away real quick, anything else like that, then he takes it home, he's had to cut his grass for half an hour, and all of a sudden the thing starts giving the same problems as it had before. You're back to square one again, because you have to try to duplicate the exact problem the customer may have, and the only really way to do that is to try to thoroughly run the machine for at least half an hour. Off and on, I'd say start it up, let it run for 10 minutes straight, shut it off for maybe 10 minutes, start it back up, run it for another 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It may take a long time to do that, but in the long run, it's going to be more worthwhile, because you don't want to have an angry customer coming back at you saying the job wasn't done right the first time. So that's the other thing right there for that. This one right here is a, like I said before, 2009 right here. It's still in not great shape. The engine isn't having any problems now running under for that. It was just he had some dirty gas in there, and it had to be cleaned out, and it had to have that governor, I should say the choke vane on the exhaust side. It operates the automatic choke fixed on there as well too, and that basically solved the majority of the problem for that. And this Lawnboy is a relatively good machine as well too over here. I personally like these ones myself, and they seem to hold up pretty good, especially the older ones like the Door Force and the other pre-Door Force, like the F-Series engine, like this one is right here. And basically, the only major problem with that one was the gasing. It basically split underneath the shroud part. I don't know why, but it did, and that's something that doesn't happen common out before that. But they do split from time to time. You just don't know why or how, because they did one day it was abused. So my best guess is anything out before. I really don't know why it happened, but the thing was supposedly sitting in the guy's garage for maybe a decade, and maybe something happened to the plastic. It got damaged. I really don't know, but that's the only big thing with that right here before that. So if anybody has any questions, comments, whatnot, just give me a call here. You know my phone number, or you can leave me a message on my page here as well too, and I'll try to answer any questions that you may have about your machine if you're working on something, or if you need some kind of advice buying a new machine out there like a Sears or a Lawnboy or some other brand like Toro or Honda or something like that out there for you guys. I'll see you.